Go.
Wake up.
Para-para!
With energy.
Para-para!
More energy.
Whatever.
Mix number...
Ano na ba tayo?
27, I think. Welcome to the Halo-Halo-Show, everyone.
Hello, everyone.
Mix number 27. Rica just woke up because she went drinking last night.
It was for work.
Yeah. You didn't have to drink that much.
What?
How much
No,
did you
it
drink?
was so, light lang.
Oh.
It's just I'm really tired from everything. Everything.
Welcome to the Halo-Halo-Show, everyone. This energetic person next to me is Rica G.
What's up?
My name is JC, and this is the Halo-Halo-Show. It's your first time here. Welcome.
Welcome. And what we do is we just talk about random things and then slightly shade other people and then curse a lot. That's it. That's basically the gist of the show.
Yeah, we talk about our lives, which we'll do soon. But also we do something called the trending topics or the TTs. And today, no spoilers. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Spoiler free. Rica hasn't seen it.
Yeah, I haven't seen it, but as of
I
this
just
recording.
watched it as the time of this recording. I just watched it this morning. Avengers Endgame. That's what's hot right now, of course. Don't worry, no spoilers. Once again, no spoilers. Also, earthquake.
Yeah. So a 6.1 magnitude earthquake happened.
And then more earthquakes happened, actually. Yeah. So we'll talk about the earthquake, maybe our, do you have any, did you read up on safety and stuff?
A little.
Okay, cool. I think Beyonce did something on Netflix, which I didn't see, but I think Rica.
Oh, she released her homecoming, I want to say film about her Coachella performance last year.
Yeah, so that's what we're going to talk about. So yeah, if it's your first time here, if you want to stay for that, go ahead. If you want to leave. Leave! Or you can check out our older mixes.
You know what? Okay, before I start my weekend review, my patience this week is just so short.
I know, you had a bad day yesterday.
I had a bad day yesterday, and then just like I can't deal with people this week. Usually I have like the longest patience ever, but this week I'm like over it. If you can't meet me at a certain time that
I saw your tweet
that we agreed to, just
get out of here.
Get out of here.
Like you podcast listeners that are leaving right now. And we'll answer some guys' questions. We got some questions from you guys, so we'll probably answer more because that's what we're gonna do. One day we should do a bonus where it's all spoilers, like after we both watch it, only for the people who does.
Why would we do that? I don't want to be hated by people.
No, I mean it would be for people who want spoilers.
Okay,
we will just disclaimer.
We'll just talk about the movie.
Yeah, we would disclaimer it.
But I don't know a lot about the MCU movies.
No, just when you watch it. Okay, anyway.
We
can review. So you had a terrible week.
No, not naman. It's just that my patience this week wasn't as long as I wanted to be. Well, number one, PMSing. Number two, it's just that people are stupid. No, really. And then
people are dumb.
Alam mo yung parang sometimes I catch myself having a tantrum for a little bit, and then I kind of go back and you
hold it all in.
Yeah, I hold it all in because I am not an irresponsible / baby.
Did you do anything fun this week?
Oh yeah, I did a lot of fun things actually.
Fun? Let's keep it light.
Wait lang. So Saturday, I forgot what I did.
First of all, we haven't talked about what we did over Holy Week because last mix we didn't have our Holy Week yet. Even though
but didn't we release a bonus?
Yeah, but we didn't talk about what we did during Holy Week.
Oh, during Holy Week.
What did you do?
I went to my sister's just to relax. And then I went home Saturday na.
Nice.
To my parents' house. Good thing they were in a good mood. So we just went to mass. And then on Sunday, we prepared a feast.
What did you eat?
Yeah, I was super happy because my mom let me cook everything that we ate that day. So I cooked.
You were happy that you cooked?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you like cooking. That's right.
But I didn't clean everything.
Oh.
So I cooked this, what do you call this? Chorizo shrimp pasta. It was like olive oil.
Your cooking's actually pretty good, huh?
Have you tasted?
Yeah, you've brought some food here.
Yeah, I've brought some food. Anyway, and then I prepared a cheese board, and then my famous. No, just kidding. No, I love cooking this dish. It's pork chop and apples with caramelized onions on top. It's just
good.
Yeah, I know.
How do you cook a pork? My problem when I cook something is that okay, first of all, my biggest issue is
burns.
like, well, actually, no, it kind of does, because okay, I don't have the patience to defrost anything. So when I get meat, right, and I put it in the freezer, like let's say I'm not ready to cook it yet. So when I'm ready to cook it, I did not pre-plan, right? So yeah, either I run it under some water, which I think is wrong. You're supposed to like put it underneath, right? Or like you should have a defroster or some shit like that.
No, it's like, well, it's nice if you can defrost it like hours before, but there are other ways to defrost.
That's my thing. If ever I cook, it's spur of the moment.
May microwave ka ba?
Wala. I don't have a microwave.
Just put it under the sun. It's so hot right now.
So when I try to cook stuff, like, so usually what ends up happening is the outsides are cooked, but
and
then the inside's frozen.
Like, ew. Like, can you imagine like frozen pork?
Oh.
And then you bite into it. It's like, no. Anyway, okay.
Back to what you're saying.
Actually, I think most people who aren't into cooking, like, madalas ang pagkakamali is they think that higher heat will be like, I mean, we'll cook something faster or something.
That's
but
my mindset usually.
What it'll only do is burn the outside and then the inside will be uncooked.
Right.
So that's why it's, like when you're cooking, it's very specific. Yung temperature or like yung fire, is
but
it
my
like
problem
medium?
is if I put it like on a lower temperature, the outside still gets burnt. And the inside gets more cooked, but the outside is. Am I doing something wrong besides not
maybe
defrosting
because you're putting it like frozen?
Because I don't know how to evenly cook something.
Tapos nalaitin mo ko how I describe a billboard.
This rectangular shape.
Tapos I was whatever. I'm not even going to.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay,
anyway.
So you're cooking.
Go.
You're cooking.
Tapos so ayun. So I cooked and then we ate the whole day. On Sunday. And then what I'm super happy about was my baby cousin Bella, who's
she's cool.
actually not a baby anymore. She's 8 years old. I think it was her first time sleeping over at our house because usually she would be scared or she would miss her parents and stuff like that. This time around, she was like, no, I really want to stay here. I think mostly it's because of Fortnite. We had Fortnite at home.
Oh, you play Fortnite on
No,
PC?
she plays
on
Fortnite.
What, PC?
PS4.
Oh, wow.
Fortnite and Overcooked. Like, she would just, like,
I've never
play.
played Overcooked, but I hear it's very addictive.
It's so fun. And then, so we slept. And then I took her here on Monday.
Yeah, you did. I met
station.
her. And she likes me, right? She thinks I'm cool, right?
Yeah. She remembers you,
I'm
which
good
means...
with kids, guys. And girls.
Alam niyo yung tinanong ni JC? Like, do you watch Game of Thrones? I'm like, dude, this is an 8-year-old.
I was just joking with her.
Whatever.
Obviously.
But yeah, she remembers you and Alvin. Actually, and everyone. She's really smart.
She's a smart girl.
Yeah, she's a smart kid. And she's not shy. Well, she's shy at first, but that's just her shtick. It's like, it's not really serious.
She's very straightforward, which is cool.
Oh, yeah. I know. Whenever something smells, she's like, ang baho, ano yun? What's that?
She was making fun of how I was eating my peanuts, the peanuts that you had.
Yeah, it's like...
So I was putting them in my pocket.
It actually fell on the floor first, and then you put it in your pocket, and then she got disgusted a little bit.
I was teaching her how to not waste food.
Oh, God, no. How to be sick
no.
in the future.
You know what? I've thought about this for a long time. Even when I was working in the movie theater, I would eat the leftover food. Because A, well, I didn't have that much food. But B, I think of it as developing an immunity.
Yeah, kind of. You know
what
how
I
they
mean?
say, like, us Filipinos, like, hindi tayo madali magkasakit because, alam mo yun, parang we eat, like, innards and stuff like that.
What is normally considered dirty.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, at least like the...
You know what? I actually have another...
misconception is it's dirty. Rather.
Yeah, but you know what? I actually have, like, another, like, thought about that topic. But wait.
Bulate?
Hindi.
Oh, okay.
Like, sige, I'm gonna open it now.
Sige, go. Open this.
You know how in supermarkets, like, a lot of things are individually packaged or, like, everything's so beautiful. But I just want people to know that even if something is not pretty, like, we got used to seeing what's in the supermarket na ang ganda ng carrots, ang ganda nung banana. But what you don't see is, like, in the factory, they throw away tons and tons of food because hindi niya na-meet yung quality.
Standard?
Yeah, yung quality control. But, you know, I feel like we have to get over that. I mean,
what I think is also similar to you, maybe not necessarily in the factories, but, well, I don't know if it's the same here. In the States, if stuff is expired, they throw that shit out. Like on the day that it expires.
On the day,
like they throw it out. Like they put it in the trash.
Yeah, I know.
It's such a waste.
I know, and like sometimes, diba, those dates are just like a suggestion. Like mostly, like let's say spam. I mean, it doesn't really go bad, right?
It's like, more like a consume, parang best buy date rather than a you'll die if you eat it after this date.
I mean, I would actually think about, like, let's say medicine. Kasi, I mean, obviously, there are expiration dates for medicine kasi it won't work anymore.
Yes.
It'll just be literally a waste. Diba? Hindi ka gagaling. But with food, it's still gonna fill your tummy.
Yeah, I mean, as long as it doesn't make you sick, right?
Yeah.
There is this place in the States, they don't have it here. It's called Panera Bread. You know Panera Bread?
I've heard of it.
It's kind of like Mr. Parks. Kind of.
Okay, anyway.
Okay, so anyway, they sell baked goods. At the end of the day, they give away their breads that weren't sold to
They just give it away
to the homeless people.
Oh, that's so cute.
But I talked to one branch one time, and this branch in particular had to stop because they gave it to one homeless dude,
and then
he got sick, and then he sued them.
No.
What the hell?
No, I feel like dapat...
It's fucked up, right? I mean, why would you? I mean, they're just trying to do good by you. I mean, I could see.
Diba, it was your call naman if something smelled funky or something. But
So, I feel you on that. There's a lot of wasted food in the
especially
world.
in like buffet restaurants.
Yeah. Oh, buffets.
Man, they just throw
it
away
out
perfectly.
I asked the waiter one time at this one buffet place I went to. I said, "Anong nangyari sa mga pagkain
They
na?"
just threw it
They
away,
throw it
right?
out.
Yeah.
And I said, "You can't. But what about the staff? You guys?" And they're like, "No, we're not allowed to."
What the
Right?
hell?
The staff aren't allowed to eat it. It's so fucked up. It's so
I know.
weird.
Like, can you imagine all the sweet and sour chicken that they throw
Oh, I
out?
love sweet and sour chicken.
Actually, I like sweet and sour pork better. Like, parang sometimes pag chicken.
Do you like it when they have pineapples in it?
Yeah, I love it when there are pineapples and bell peppers and onions. Yummy. Anyway, okay, so Monday, I was still with my cousin, and then as soon as we left RX, and then we went to a restaurant, we just had like merienda there. The ground shook.
Yes.
Like literally.
I mean, I'm saying yes, like not. There's a good thing. It's like yes, that shit was shooking.
I know it was,
shookening.
and I could only imagine because we were only at the second floor, and everything, like literally everything stopped in the streets, and everyone was just nervous. I could feel the tension, but I could imagine if you're like you were in a really high floor.
Yeah, I was on
high up.
Yeah, I was on like the 27th floor
Yeah.
of my building.
And then I knew people who they felt like the earthquake was really long just because I feel like if your floor is higher, parang mas mafe-feel mo pa rin yung shake, matagal siya, even though the ground stopped already because of the building is still, the building is still shaking a little bit. So yeah, and then I knew some people who were really like traumatized because that shit's like,
yeah, it's scary.
It's scary.
It's a scary thing.
I mean, I was only on the second floor and I was super nervous after. Like, I couldn't even eat what I was eating. I think
It's I think it's a scary thought because even me, a little history of me with earthquakes. I grew up in Japan, so we were kind of Tokyo. We were kind of used to it, right? But you can't get over the fear that Mother Earth could just take you.
Yeah,
because dude,
you just like open up the ground
at
and
any time. Mother Earth could destroy the whole world.
Yeah,
it's
like,
a terrifying thought.
Yeah.
So yeah, man,
that gives anxiety to some people. So let's not talk about it.
Right, true. I guess.
But yeah, it happened on Monday, and then you were in your place,
I was in my
right?
condo, yeah.
Yeah, so and then for people in their offices, they were asked to, or they had the option to just go home after the earthquake, because I think that's like inhumane if bosses would ask you to like, okay, let's continue our job like nothing happened.
You know what did happen though is people did continue their job, but not. I don't think it's because. Well, I don't know.
Well,
Some
nobody
places,
asked them.
nobody asked them.
They just wanted to,
Which
but
speaks volumes about like the
culture.
The culture.
Yeah, I know, like what we prioritize.
My God, I gotta work. I don't want to live. I'm going to work now.
Because you know what? Even if it's done, but there could be aftershocks.
Yes.
Like when you're riding the elevator, like something could happen. So I think people shouldn't really risk it.
And the thing is...
But it's so weird because in that restaurant, they just continued.
They're just doing their thing.
Kasi diba some malls closed?
Yeah.
They were closed. That certain restaurant, they just kind of continued everything.
Yeah, most places actually. So just I guess we can just jump right into the TV because I didn't really do anything that exciting this week besides what we're
Oh,
already
actually,
talking
I'm not
about?
done.
Yeah, I know. That's why we're going to talk about the earthquake. You're going to continue with the earthquake story still? No.
No.
Okay, go finish
With my
your
week.
Finish your week. What else you got?
I did a lot of things actually.
What else did you do?
Monday night after the earthquake, I went to Kara's place. We had
Kara Erigel.
Listen
Listen to her podcast
after
before
30.
after
Ay, ka
30.
na naman eh.
After 30, that's
Why
right.
would she talk about before 30?
Well, maybe she's reminiscing because she's old.
No! Sobrang lagot ka talaga kay Kara.
She hasn't listened to us. I love you, Kara Erigel. Just kidding.
Hindi totoo. Anyway, joke. Okay, so I went to her place and then it's because I also felt that she wanted someone to be with. Alam mo yun, yung parang kasi nga na-shock siya sa
that was Monday
earthquake.
night.
Yeah,
'cause
Monday
it happened
night.
last Monday.
And then she told me about her experience. So, ang tagal daw ng earthquake sa kanila because she's also a little
Higher
bit
floor.
On the higher floor. And then obviously she grabbed her dog. She grabbed her money. And then she was super concerned kasi she wasn't wearing any shorts that moment. So she had to put on shorts and stuff like that. So, and then what we realized was, dun mo talaga malalaman kung ano yung priority mo in life.
What was? You were with with your niece, right?
Yeah, I was with my niece and my tita.
Mm-hmm.
And then we just kind of stopped. As in, alam mo ako, like talagang parang nagka-out-of-body experience ako. Like I saw myself just like literally I was frozen and I didn't do anything.
Was there a place to? Because you know they say right, you should get underneath a table.
Yeah.
Was there a table?
Well, there was a table,
Did
but
you get
we didn't
underneath
do.
it?
No, we were all just like
shook.
Alam mo yung parang nag-pause. Parang ka nag-pause ng movie. And then after the earthquake, everything played again.
But did you think about it and you're like, I should have gotten underneath the table?
No. You know what? Actually, naisip ko, we should have gone outside because we were super close lang sa exit eh. So naisip ko parang sana lumabas kami. And then when the earthquake was happening, tinitignan ko yung phone ko. So I'm like, I should grab my phone and leave. That's it. In case of emergency or something.
I mean, just from an earthquake safety standpoint, you're supposed to get underneath a table until it stops. And then you can try to make your way to an open area. Because if you try to go or if you try to get out during the thing, there's a higher risk of a cabinet or a light.
Right, or like
light,
you falling or
something falling on you.
So yeah, and then on Tuesday it was my friend. So it was my best friend's birthday salubong.
I saw your stories.
Yeah, it was so much fun. I only had like 2 beers, like literally.
It looked like you had more in your stories because you were so wild in your stories.
Ganun lang talaga kami as friends because we've been friends for like more than 10 years. And you know how when you're with your really close friends, you don't care anymore.
You feel it. It's
and we
it's like you're always drunk.
Yeah, we love singing in the karaoke. So sobrang dami namin kanta nun. We even had to extend like for an hour. Ganun kami kalala. Tapos, after that, the next day, I was supposed to ride an electric at 10 a.m. So I missed it. I was supposed to do cycling, but I missed it because of the traffic. I hated it so much. Anyway, tapos, after that, we went to the Jim Beam event, which was super fun, actually. I feel like it was very millennial, like neon lights and then, highball and,
highball is a type of drink pala, no? I didn't know what it was.
I think it's like a mix or a cocktail or
parang
something.
Ganun.
Parang
it's
ganun.
like a soda-ish, right? With whiskey.
With bourbon.
Yeah.
So, it was really nice. I loved their flavors. I loved lychee kasi they put like 2 whole lychees in there. And then when you order...
It's not lychee.
I don't know. I said lychee.
No, I say lychee too, but I've heard people say lychee.
I know.
So what's right?
Wala pa, uso lang sila.
Hindi, baka it's Australian. Australian. British.
Yung lychee.
Lychee.
Anyway, I like lychee tuloy.
Lychee
I like lychee. To all the lychee fans.
Lychee fans.
Ano yun? I also liked their watermelon flavor because they put a whole slice
Watermelon.
Watermelon.
Have you seen that video?
No.
No, that's blueberries. There's a video of this girl.
Watermelon yung kay Beyonce. Watermelon.
I don't know that.
Ay, Drunken Love.
Oh.
Drunken Love. Anyway, so there. That was my week. That was really tiring.
Yeah. How are you feeling now? You're still tired,
I'm
right?
super tired.
Are you going to take a nap after?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm excited for my nap.
What did I do? Pretty much, I mean, in terms of the earthquake, I think the earthquake's what really stands out in my mind. I'm trying... before I get into Holy Week, I just stayed here. I went to the south again. Mahal ng SLEX. Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
Oh,
yeah.
you went to that event, right? Like the...
Yesterday.
Yeah.
Well, yesterday as of the time of this recording. It was for a Netflix show called Street Food Asia. So there's a Philippine episode, and they brought the chefs from Cebu who were featured in the episode, and it was pretty neat. So that was pretty cool. And the earthquake kind of hit, and that was intense. Even though I was kind of used to it, I think it was crazy that the buildings, because the buildings are supposed to sway. The buildings are supposed to sway, but you can't. You never really can get used to that. I mean, dude, to see these structures, right?
Yeah.
Moving, like they're not supposed to be like, how can you move a building?
Yeah.
Like, think about that. Just the thought of how can you think about moving a building? But then I like when you talking about Kara, what Kara was, what she picked up. I thought about that too, actually, because this is one of the stronger ones that I felt here. There's one like 2 years ago or a year ago, which was kind of big, but it didn't scare me. I don't know why. This one felt kind of scary. Really big. Maybe because I was up in my floor, and I thought about the first things that I grabbed, and B, who I called first.
After.
Yeah, well, even like while it was happening, I got my phone out, and well, I checked online. I checked Twitter to see if I was tripping, but then I saw because I checked. I was like, I'm sure someone's gonna post if some, and I saw, I was like, okay, cool. I mean, not cool, but okay, it's happening.
Right.
And the first person I messaged, because my mom's not here, she's in Japan, but I messaged her to let her know that I was safe.
Okay.
The second person I messaged is the girl I'm dating.
So
I was worried about her.
Right.
I don't know.
So she's like in the
I know.
top tier.
I know. I mean, I didn't even, first, I didn't know how.
Bakit hindi mo ina-expect na gagawin mo yun? Because before, you would be like, whatever.
No, I mean, I have more family members that I could have contacted first, especially because they're from Pampanga, diba? And it hit harder in Pampanga. If you saw the Clark, so if you saw the Clark Airport, that shit was.
Yeah.
Well, good thing I don't think anyone died in Clark Airport, which is good.
No.
So in a sense, to look on the bright side of things, at least they know that airport fucking sucks in terms of their infrastructure. Right. At least they can fix it better now.
Now they know, but.
Dude,
why they have to?
Man, how did you see that? I mean,
yeah, I did. I did.
6 point whatever it was, right? 6.1 is big, but it shouldn't be that kind of damage for 6.
Yeah.
That looks like an 8 or a 9 hit it. Like in Japan, a 6 wouldn't do anything to Narita, for example.
And you have to think about it. It's an airport where you know, like constantly people are coming in and out of it. It's not like a mall where they close it down.
It's pretty nuts. So. Yeah, so there, I was kind of, I was like, damn,
yes, kinilig si Ano.
Actually, kinilig siya. But at the same time, I also thought, man, do I not care about my other family members? I didn't even, the person I messaged, my mom, wasn't even in the country. I didn't even try to call my cousins or my titos. I don't know, maybe it's just because I think they're gangsta and they can handle themselves. Yeah.
Or like maybe they're okay.
And then and then the things that I grabbed, my wallet. My cell phone, a charger, right? Like my charger, and I brought
Where would you?
I brought my laptop. I don't know why.
How about your camera?
No, I didn't bring it. My laptop.
Wait, where'd you go anyway?
I stayed in my building.
But why'd you grab things?
Just in case. I don't know. It was just an instinct.
Were you in the lobby?
No, I was in my unit.
Oh, yeah.
And I was just, my instinct was to grab shit and get ready to run.
Right.
I don't know, but I know that from experience and also from what I've been taught, you're not supposed to run out of the building while the earthquake's happening. And actually, for me personally, this is for me, I think it was safer up there because people are not prepared here.
Right.
And I think that's an issue because in Japan, just a little segue from this. In Japan, I was telling the story outside earlier to the people in the office. It was like when I was a kid, there was in Japan like an earthquake simulator. It was like a truck. Alam mo yung mga truck? Tapos it like the side is open, so it's like a mock. What do you call that? Like a model home, and you go in there. And they play you, or there's a button there that someone presses that simulates the magnitude. So they simulated from a 1, like a really low one, to like a 4. And then they did, I think it was an 8 or a 9. And that shit is crazy. Like, you will not be able to move. So imagine if something that big happened and we reacted. No, I'm not throwing any shade on you. I'm just saying if you reacted the same way you reacted for this one, you could be in serious trouble. So I think we need to train.
Yeah, we need to be reminded of,
we
safety.
Don't have protocols.
Yeah.
Like people don't know. Well, even me, I don't know where to go if there's where's the earthquake gathering place in Ortigas.
True.
I don't know.
Like, where's the safest place for you to go to?
I mean, are there any? Well, the parks here are surrounded by buildings. I mean, you can't even call them a park. So where do you go? So I figured it's safer to stay in the building.
Yeah.
Where people won't because people will you'll get trampled, bro. Like people are so undisciplined.
Like, can you imagine the stairs, like the building stairs?
I heard a story. It's not confirmed or anything, but I heard it from one of the property management people in my building that in another building, the people were panicked during the earthquake. They ran for the elevator. First of all, you're not supposed to go to the elevator.
Yeah, you're not supposed to use
the elevator.
But
they were fighting over who would get in the elevator that people got hurt. So A, they were going to the wrong place. And B, they were so like, it's a natural instinct to survival mode. And, I guess if you have kids and you don't know and you're trying to, you would fuck with it. Like, get the fuck out of the elevator. I'm bringing my kids with me. Something like that, right? You don't know. There's no discipline. There's
Actually,
gotta be
that would be really scary for a parent or like a person with a family.
Yeah.
Like, if you're not with them during the earthquake and you don't have any means to communicate with them or like, get a hold of them, that would be really scary. I could imagine. Because me, it was good that I could contact my family, but what if, diba, alam mo yun?
True.
And then, what was I thinking about? Yeah. You know what I was also thinking about after the earthquake? Diba, they had to shut down the MRT. And then everybody, like, you could see people on EDSA already walking, and they couldn't even get a ride. I was thinking, parang wala ring protocol what to do after that. Yung parang, sana like, I don't know, the Department of Transportation would send out more buses or jeepneys or something like that. Yung mga ganun, or like operators would,
or send a text or something that it's now working, or like an update on the
because I got my NDRRMC text 5 hours after.
Yeah, it comes late. And then nakakabigla pa. Minsan habang natutulog ka. When was that? What was that when it kept coming? What was the incident when it kept coming before?
Was it the rainfall?
I think so, something like that.
And then, yung naisip ko parang...
Flood warnings, yun.
Wala ring parang, alam mo yung protocol with the MMDA or something like to control the people in EDSA. Alam mo yun, yung ganon. It's like, maybe we need to rethink things.
Yeah. The problem is easier said than done, right? It's easier to say these, but we don't have foundations in place. The urban planning is awful here. Because
when people go down the MRT, it's diretso EDSA. Yeah, they don't even have like a place where they could rest or something.
And there's no some MRT stations are connected to malls, but
and
that's
can you imagine if let's say there's a disabled person or a senior citizen. Paano sila bababa ng 5 flights of stairs? That's really far down.
Yeah,
diba, parang...
that's also something that I don't have I don't know what the correct term is. It disability? Is that correct? That's not offensive, right?
What?
No, saying disability.
People with disabilities.
Is that the correct term? I know some people might get offended because no,
we're not. We're not.
Because there are
saying
terms, right?
Yeah.
I think it's crippled. That's bad. I think.
Yeah.
Basta.
But what we're saying is like a person who
has disabilities. In the Philippines, they don't have nothing, right?
Nothing.
And sometimes yung mga rampa nila, parang skateboard. Like it's like there's no way you can, unless someone's pushing you. If you're by yourself, dude, you cannot ride those ramps. You're gonna fucking die. You're gonna face plant.
Ako talaga lagi my concern is senior citizens. Like, how are they supposed to go up the MRT? Ang daming
sometimes
stairs,
sira pa yung
diba?
sira yung elevator.
Not just sometimes. Minsan months.
Yeah.
Months na sira.
And what pisses me, okay, I don't know, I don't want to judge anyone who they might be hurt. I don't know. Yeah. But I've seen, lalo na sa Quezon Ave, may elevator dun eh. Yung mga tao na nakapila para sa elevator, just to go down, they don't have disability. At least from what I can see, from a outward point of view, like a physical point of view.
I think the rule is, if there are people who need to go into the elevator, mauuna sila. Like, let's say yun nga, senior citizens or people with disabilities, tas nakapila ka as a normal person, you have to let them go first. I mean,
yeah,
gets? Ganon yung rule for the elevator.
I get it.
Parang kunwari, like before in SM Mega Mall, it was actually really nice. The elevator was full. Pagkabukas ng door, there was someone in a wheelchair, on a wheelchair. So may lumabas na tatlo na normal people.
Right.
And then they let the person in. And then that's it.
Or they could just take the fucking stairs.
No, but I think it should be that easy. Alam mo yun? Because,
that's one of my pet peeves kasi I if you do it, it's okay. I mean, it's not wrong. Mm-hmm. But I hate, the other pet peeve is people who fucking take the elevator from the first floor
to the second floor. I hate that too. Yung parang maglakad ka na lang.
That is the fucking... Oh my God.
I hate that.
I get so...
Like, there's a special place in hell for
no,
you.
No, there's not. It's just a pet peeve. So that, I mean, we pretty much shared our thoughts on the earthquake. Right?
I've seen like a couple of reminders, like infographics. From,
you know that
like,
marketing teams have been mga brands. They're doing something.
Ano yun, mga ganon, like safety instructions, stuff like that from Rappler and stuff like that. So I think we should read up on it, but I haven't. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm not. Guys. Yeah, I especially like because even today there was like a 4-point something earthquake. It's been happening a lot.
But then again, so I saw one article where I think it's a news site or something. You have to be aware of fake. What do you call this? News.
Fake information.
Information about like
earthquakes
in other parts of Metro Manila. Because obviously in Metro Manila, I mean, a lot of people are here. Tas andali mag-communicate via Twitter, ganun. But in other parts of the Philippines, medyo we have to be.
Quick question then, because this was something that I saw on social media. What are your thoughts on people immediately going to social media after or even during the event, the earthquake,
for me
the
kasi,
disaster or whatever, calamity, whatever.
For me kasi, it's something that we have now, and like everything else, it could go both ways, diba? Parang may pros and cons that we have Twitter. I'm thankful that Twitter is here or Facebook is here because we get to see all of these information right away.
And communicate
but at the same time,
also.
Yeah, but at the same time, we have to be responsible that you have to keep yourself safe first before you tweet or before you video something or whatever. Because I know some people who take videos because they want to share it, like let's say it's a news site or they want to share it to other people around the world, yung mga ganon. But there is a little bit of, parang medyo it's uncomfortable for me seeing people who like vlog themselves while it's happening. I'm not shading anyone.
No, I understand.
But ang gusto ko lang sabihin is, girl, sana maging safe ka muna, tas mag-vlog ka, go lang. Kasi I like watching vlogs. But sana, like, go somewhere safe first.
Or, make sure you're safe first.
Yeah, make sure you're safe first before, diba? Kasi, like, if you wanna, diba, make it, I don't know, content or whatever, fine, as long as you're safe, diba?
I think that's also left a bad taste in some people's mouths, is all people using it in a humorous way.
That's true.
Which I think it's in poor taste, but at the same time, I can't also be mad at some people because I think that's maybe their way of dealing with it. I don't know. I don't think it's it's not really, you shouldn't really make a joke out of something, especially because it was a really serious thing. But you see that shit, and then there's you're like, should I be bothered by, like, did this person mean? We always talk about this now, right? Did this person mean to offend somebody?
That's true.
Or were they just like, that's just what was in their head and they shouldn't have put it out, but they just put it out there. Wala lang.
But yeah, and I know a lot of people who are like, okay, here comes the earthquake tweets.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, guys, chill out. This serious thing just happened to us, and bigla kang ma-offend because people tweet about the earthquake. Relax, dude.
I mean, it's great that, like you said, it's instant, that you can get the info and also you can contact your loved one. I think that's what.
Because for me, it's something that we have now. Like, let's say before, in the olden times, I'm sure yun din, mag-uusap-usap din sila about the earthquake. It's just that they don't have Twitter. But I'm sure if they had Twitter, they were going to tweet about it.
Okay, all right.
Alam mo yun, si Maria Clara magtitweet. Naku, nakakata-cute naman itong earthquake na ito.
Any final thoughts on the earthquake or earthquake safety or earthquake protocol or anything?
Just be safe, people.
Yeah, be safe. I mean, there. Okay. Before we do the, what do you think about that supposed big one? The big one, di ba tawag yun?
Yeah, the big one.
The big one. Basta like the supposedly earthquake that will rock the country.
With any dangerous situation, kahit ako lang to kahit gaano pa ako ka-prepared, I do something entirely different when it happens.
Moment, right?
Yeah, in the moment. Like, kunwari, I've already psyched myself about, let's say, sexual predators or like sexual assault moments outside, in the streets. But whenever it happens to me, I just freeze.
Yeah,
I don't know what to do.
It's different in practice, diba?
Yeah, iba talaga. Unless you're like a professional martial arts, whatever.
So I guess you can say you can never really.
Yeah, I can never can tell.
Never can tell. Ano?
I can never can tell.
I can never can tell.
I can never can.
I'm not to be like parang mayabang or anything. I found, I don't know in
Yabang?
No, it's true. In situations which are stressful, I surprisingly remain calm. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I think that's the better way to deal with it.
Yeah.
Okay, there's one time, twice. It's happened to me twice. The first time, in the States, I forgot what year that was, 2011 or something. There was a shooting in a theater, right? Mm-hmm. So after that, all the theaters all over the country had tight security.
Okay.
And there was one time in our theater, people started running out of the theater. My first instinct was to go to the theater to see what was happening and make sure that everything was... I know, right? I should have ran the other way.
Yeah.
And, I mean...
Why were they running out of
what ended up happening, because it was like a week after that shooting, right?
Okay.
There's some guy who had like a epileptic seizure.
Okay.
But people thought he got shot or something.
Oh, crap.
So people were just jetting out. My coworkers were running out. Mm-hmm. And I don't know why. I'm not making this up.
Did you
see
the person?
I got to the door, and then our security guard, whose job is to go there, told me to go run away.
Yeah.
But my first instinct was to go there. I don't know why. And then at one time, there's another time in Green...
Wait, question. Borta ba yung security niya?
Actually, he wasn't like super Borta, but he was a really nice, chill dude.
Right.
But when it came to action, dude, he went there. He was fearless. Man. I thought that was really brave. Man, it was nuts. And then the second time was here in Greenbelt.
Okay.
May sunog yata sa Gold's Gym or something. Basta there was a fire, but people didn't know what it was. So people were just running. And when people see other people running, they run.
Yeah.
I didn't run it. I was trying to figure out what was happening because I didn't want to, not that I didn't want to run. I wanted to know what was happening.
Before you ran.
Yeah. And
you want to know what you're running from.
And again, I stayed. I didn't leave. I don't know why.
Good thing it wasn't a big fire. Because can you imagine?
No, I was more afraid that it was a shooter.
Right.
That's what I'm afraid of. I'm afraid of a shooter because I don't want to run towards them.
Yeah.
Or, well, even a fire. I don't want to run towards a fire. I guess I was trying to get my bearing. I don't know. Wala lang. So maybe it's too calm. I need to. My survival instinct doesn't kick in.
You need to like turn it on.
Yeah, when the earthquake hit, I didn't leave right away. Like the building was telling me. I posted a story after like my building was telling me to evacuate. I didn't leave because I felt like it wasn't right. I don't know. I need to get my shit checked, I guess.
In the end, it's really your option or like, your decision if you want to leave or not.
Wapow.
If you want to be safe or not. Wapow.
Okay. Ano, Beyonce? Wala ko na sa Beyonce. What are you going to tell me about Beyonce?
Such a loser.
What happened? Netflix? I saw the preview on Netflix.
She released a film called Homecoming. It was a film about her Coachella performance last year, which was a huge deal.
It was okay.
Whatever. I think it was the best performance, like best Coachella performance. Anyway, but then again, I didn't really watch any of it.
Because I don't like. It's because I don't like new Beyonce's music. The performance.
No, but then again, she did perform a lot of her old ones.
Yeah, she had Destiny's Child come up there too.
Yeah,
I thought that's the part that I liked.
Mm-hmm. And you know what I liked about the movie and the performance, it's like everything was so genuine. I'm sure there were moments where she had to put a smile on her face because the camera is there.
Was it a good documentary?
It was a really good documentary kasi what she did was, well, I'm not gonna spoil it for you, but basta it was yung parang setup nung film wasn't boring. It wasn't just her talking. It wasn't just her performing. It was a whole thing. Very artsy, very Beyonce, actually.
Very Beyonce.
And then you could really see how she worked so hard for it. But actually, I was so confused why some people weren't offended. Kasi I totally agree. Like, kung ano mang diet yung gusto niyang gawin niya, fine. Because you know the famous line, like, I didn't eat fish, carbs,
she
no
said
sugar.
That?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
No
that.
sugar,
I don't know anything
no
about
whatever.
Beyonce's diet.
So basically, I think it's just like vegetables and water. And
like
then she
vegan?
got
Vegetarian.
I think vegan.
Okay.
I don't know, but yeah. And then she got really fit. She got fit. Okay, she didn't get thin. She
So
got
what are you saying
fit.
about offended? Why would anyone be offended?
I
about
was actually surprised that people weren't offended. Na parang, why are you telling that to to like kids
that?
nowadays?
Impressionable people.
Oh, yung mga parang ganon na. I don't know if it's just because it's Beyonce or alam mo yun. Kasi when the Kardashians do it, people like hate them right away.
I didn't know that they got bashed for that. I didn't know people got bashed for saying what their diet is.
No, yun na
That
nga.
happens? That actually happens?
It happens.
What?
Na
That's
parang
whack.
don't promote like these lollipops that make you not yung parang hindi ka magkaka-hunger.
Hunger
like,
suppressing lollipops.
Lollipops, yung mga ganon. I'm not saying you should bash Beyonce. It's just that
You're surprised there was no
I'm
bigger
surprised.
backlash?
Yeah, I'm surprised that there wasn't a backlash.
Well, good thing there wasn't then.
Yeah, I know. Good thing.
It shouldn't have backlash.
Because I think it was just her decision to do it. And she's not telling people to like be
Was
like
she-
me.
but, yeah,
No, she wasn't naman.
But
She
do
just-
the Kardashians do that? That's
Hey,
my
they
question.
promote, diba?
So
They
maybe
promote-
that's why.
yeah,
Maybe that's
Maybe
why.
that's why. So she actually just said
That's the difference right there.
that's true. So yeah, she didn't eat anything aside from vegetables and water, I guess.
So it's a lot. It's basically from the inception of the idea of her
of
Coachella performance. Do they show the performance?
Yes,
the
they
whole thing?
they also show it in parts.
In parts.
But the whole thing.
Okay, so
Just in
is there
parts.
like a voiceover describing what was going through
Yeah.
her mind? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everything.
I'll probably
And
check that
it
out.
wasn't just about her. She featured everyone in the performance.
Her
the dancers, the
dancers.
singers. Like,
Cool.
you could, alam mo yung
They
parang,
don't get enough love, yung mga
Yeah,
backup people,
exactly.
because you know they're just.
alam mo yung maganda doon is you could already recognize the backup dancers and the choir you kasi before, diba, when you look at a performance, they would just be blurred.
Yes.
It would just be the star.
star.
But here, you'd be like, oh, it's that girl
that guy,
again,
that
or
girl
it's that
who had
that
this
dancer
story
again.
about-
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and then they also had like a few interviews, but mostly it's really about the Black culture. And she said because she wanted to go to an HBCU, historically black college and university.
Okay.
That's why that was the theme of
The performance.
the whole performance.
What's the name of
which is
the documentary?
Homecoming.
Homecoming.
Yeah, that was also the name of the performance in Coachella.
Sick.
So.
Okay.
And then they renamed it to Beachella. Anyway, so yeah, it was really nice.
I haven't seen it, so I mean, I watched the performance, but I haven't seen the.
Wasn't it
Homecoming.
insane?
It was okay.
No, for me it was
It was
insane.
for me because I'm not an artsy guy, so a lot of it was lost on me. Also, maybe because I'm not black.
No,
And
you know what? You're gonna understand everything when
you watch it. I think that's why. Maybe I would appreciate.
Yeah.
Not that I didn't appreciate, but maybe it would give a whole new level of depth. Or
No,
because
because like for me, I didn't understand like yung mga sinasabi nung
the intricacies of the,
like yung mga steppers or
Yes.
whatever, what it means or something. But I knew that there was something,
going on. It
there's
meant
something-
something. You just
it
didn't
meant
understand
something,
it, and
or-
after watching this, you get it.
yeah, parang mas alam ko may deep meaning pa yun. But yeah, like you said, I
Gotcha.
understand it now.
Okay, cool. Just a tangent on that. I think I talked about it before. A good documentary about a singer, Katy Perry's documentary.
Oh.
I think it's called Part of Me. It was
Yeah.
very good. I was
Was
surprised.
that the one where she cried?
Yeah,
like,
and then
nung
she
nag-break up sila.
Yeah, and then she went to go perform.
Yeah.
You saw that clip? Or
That
you
was I saw that clip. That was
Oh, speaking of clips, I sent Rica that clip that we talked about on
What?
whatever mix about the
Oh
athlete.
yeah.
That shit was sad, right?
Oh yeah, that was really
Yeah.
sad. I was actually watching
From
that.
Friday Night Lights, YouTube that.
I watched
if you
it-
want to ruin your day.
I know. I watched it alone.
Ah.
I cried
Yeah,
because I
it's-
only cry in movies when I'm alone.
Okay, I'll go check out Homecoming. Speaking of, I think I touched on in my weekend review, but the Netflix street food, Philippines is one of the countries there, so it should be streaming by the time that this comes out.
Yes, I love
And they cover all of Asia, most of Asia, like Thailand, I think, Singapore, which I haven't seen those episodes. I got an early screening of the Philippine one, but it should have been streaming last Friday.
Was it cool?
Already.
I love seeing
It was cool.
like.
What they did was it was at this they brought the chefs from Cebu and then we ate at this restaurant called Toyo Eatery, which is a nice place.
Yeah.
It's in Chino Rosas in Makati. The chefs there worked with the street food chefs from Cebu and they kind of just made a fusion.
Literally like people from the street, like yung mga manong-manong.
Yeah. The
Really?
most famous like lechon street food in Cebu, the most famous like veggie lumpia. Ang galing.
Galing.
Yeah, so check that out.
You know what, for me, I love seeing, I love it when people feature Filipino food and then they let foreigners try it. Because, alam mo yung food natin, sobrang malasa siya. So when a person from another country, kunwari, iba yung delicacy nila, iba yung palate nila, when they taste it, it's like, wow, it's like an explosion for them. Alam mo yun? I love seeing that.
I think that this show, well, at least this show and hopefully more shows in the future do that because we need to reach, I feel like we could, right? We could reach that level. Because when you think of other countries, you know, some people are like, I'm feeling like Chinese today. I'm feeling like I want some Japanese.
Gusto mo kasama na tayo sa, I'm feeling like Filipino.
Yeah, I know. I feel like we could reach that. It's just, I don't know what it is, man. I don't know if maybe we are highlighting the wrong dishes. Not that, okay, because when you highlight dishes, do they, because dinuguan, first of all, is not an appealing looking dish.
Yeah.
I love dinuguan, but it's hard to sell pork blood or whatever, or what they say chocolate meat, right? It's hard to sell that to
yeah, that's true.
To foreigners.
To a foreigner. But I feel like there are chefs out there who've made like, alam mo yung parang medyo in-elevate nila yung dinuguan.
Yeah,
so,
for sure.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, because when you think you think of Chinese food, the mga dim sum, right?
Yeah.
Or mga noodles.
Like something comes to mind right away.
When you think of Japanese food,
like sushi,
maybe ramen. I think maybe we have too many like highlight dishes that we should maybe stick to. We should like have one or two.
I think it's
sinigang. I think would be a good
and adobo.
one.
I think
so.
sinigang and adobo is
sinigang, adobo, or maybe like sisig.
Yeah, but then again, we are a very regional country, so we like having like, let's say, kahit pa may sisig sa ganitong place, the best pa rin is in Pampanga. Or, yung mga
I read an
ganon.
article about, I forgot what it was, but it was very good about the reason why Filipino food is still kind of trailing me. I forgot. I'll look it up and I'll tell you guys in the next mix or something.
So, inopen up mo lang, tas binitin mo kami.
It was just for the moment. Hindi ko nga alam that we were going to talk about that.
Anyway,
so yeah, the last thing,
Wapa.
Okay, no spoilers once again. Because Rica hasn't seen it. But also, we wouldn't spoil it on a regular mix. But here's the thing, Leche fans and Baby, you're going to watch it within the next week or two, right?
No, don't tell me it's like mind-blowing.
No, I'm not going to say it. Don't trust me.
Fine.
I'm good with spoilers. I hate spoilers. Kasi.
Okay, fine.
But you're going to watch it within the next week or two, right? Okay, so we're going to give you guys and girls 2 weeks. And then we're going to talk about it.
Okay.
Because if you don't watch it in the next 2 weeks, that's your fault.
And even before the actual mix where we're going to talk about it, we're going to be like, okay, so if you haven't watched it, don't listen.
Warn you.
We'll warn you.
Endgame came out. I want to talk more about the impact of Marvel rather than Endgame because we can't spoil it.
Yeah.
I just thought that, I just think that, because this movie is like, touted as the movie that is going to end this chapter.
It's like the culminating
parang thesis.
Yeah.
But then, yung...
feeling ko mas graduation.
Diba? Parang graduation.
Like
graduation. So, yung thesis was Infinity War, diba? Tapos yung freshman year mo was Iron Man. Parang ganun.
What's freshman year?
First year. First year college.
Sabi ko, narinig ko freshman year.
Hindi, freshman. May tumatay na, no? Baka. Freshman year. Okay, freshman year is like Iron Man. Okay.
You literally say it like freshman year.
Freshman year. I can't unhear it now. Freshman year. Freshman year. Oh, I know, freshman year. Oh, I know. I never got that.
You're like, fresh crap.
Okay, freshman year. First year college. So it's like Iron Man.
First year na lang.
You've watched all of them besides the most recent one,
Besides Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
I know, right? I've watched I know. Don't give me shit about it. I will. I know it's good.
Infinity War.
Mga 3 times ko pa nga napanood yung Infinity. Ay, yung
No.
yung Civil War.
Yeah. Winter Soldier is
I know it's good.
probably
One of the best.
top 3.
Yeah, okay, fine.
Okay.
Fine.
So I just think because the first one came out 2008, something like that.
I think.
I don't remember. I was in high school.
Same.
High school pa.
Same.
So it's like you're really seeing these characters grow on you, man. It's just so good, and I think that even though there were some misfires in the Marvel, like Thor 2 was whack.
Ragnarok?
No, Thor 3. That's
sorry.
Thor 3. Thor 2. No one talks about Thor 2. Thor 2. Fresh Monyor. Thor 2. Thor
2.
Yung pangalawang Thor was not good. What else was not that great? I did not really like Doctor Strange, TBH. It was okay.
Okay.
It was trippy though.
Be honest. I fell asleep at the latter half
Doctor
of
Strange?
Doctor Strange.
Medyo
And I can't
nakaka-
understand. I couldn't understand anymore. Basta I know that he can see the future.
And there's I don't know if they're gonna make another Doctor Strange. There's like because I could talk about Doctor Strange. The ending of Doctor Strange has a
Yeah, please tell me. I don't know.
in the after credits. See, what's his name? Yung Filipino American actor, yung Miss Congeniality.
Yung ano niya?
Si Lou Diamond Phillips. Yata
Hindi ko
yun.
kilala
Was that Lou Diamond Phillips? Am I thinking of the right? Or no, Benjamin Bratt. Benjamin Bratt, hindi Lou Diamond. Benjamin Bratt was he became a bad guy. And I forgot if they ever closed up that storyline.
Right.
So I don't remember actually.
I super don't understand Doctor Strange, but I loved him in Infinity War.
I loved him in Sherlock.
I love his character in like ang cute nila nung dynamic nila ni RDJ.
Yeah.
Because they're
Tony
like
Stark.
both a-holes.
and alpha male.
Yeah, and alpha male.
And
Ayaw nila magpatalo. And they have like their own swagger, you know?
Oh, I guess we could talk about Infinity War. What was your... I watched that, I think, 6 times in theaters. 3 times, it was a date.
Tatlong different girls?
Well, no. It was like... no. It was like 2 girls. And then one was...
another.
no, one was just a friend. But I paid for it. So parang date na yun because I paid for it.
So, ganun? Pag ikaw nagbayad, date agad? Yuck.
And then I watched it 3 more times, like, just randomly. I think by myself.
Okay.
Dude, that movie was so good. And
yeah, it was really good.
so for Endgame,
fun.
it's that level. I want to watch it again. Like that. It's like that.
It's like the perfect mix of funny and then serious and then...
Did we talk about who your favorite Avenger is?
I said
Besides
Black
Shuri?
Widow.
You said Shuri also.
Yeah, Shuri and Black Widow. Because I really want to ride a motorcycle like Black Widow. Kasi ang galing niya. She could like weave through traffic like, you know.
She's pretty
perfect.
Then you need to watch Winter Soldier, dog.
I know. Okay, fine.
Because she's like the secondary
Wait.
secondary lead. I mean, next to Winter Soldier and Captain
Pero like
America.
quick question, parang wala nang, hindi na natuloy yung love interest niya or something. Wala lang. Kaya ano? What's his
Kay
face?
Hulk?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't
What
know.
was like the reason why they didn't continue?
Parang
he was too...
Infinity War. No. Sorry. In
Civil War.
Basta, when he went to... before Thor Ragnarok, no. Parang he went to space, parang yun. And then he just, they never continued it. Yeah,
Naisip ko kasi parang, baka ayaw ni Black Widow nung pagiging parang unstable.
Vulnerable.
Unstable.
What are my other thoughts on Marvel? Okay, so I grew up with it. And it was perfect because I was high school, right? So literally grew up with it. I'm sure younger kids also can relate. So like maybe if you're 10 and now you're 21 and then you watch Endgame,
man, that's a whole different like part of your life.
It's an emotional journey.
Yeah.
And so that's it. I mean, ano ba? What else do I love the way that they built it. Like they built this, man. Like, and just to put it once again, and when you're watching Endgame, it's like graduation when you see all your friends are there, and you think about all the work that you put in the past. Sometimes you had crappy classes like Thor 2. But sometimes you had some really good years, like maybe like your 3rd year in college, and you had a good time. That's like your Winter Soldier.
Alam mo kung anong kailangan ni Thor?
Ano?
Do Thor. Kailangan niya magka-tutor.
Oh my God. I just think that it's not a spoiler, but this is the perfect graduation to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. That's it. So go watch it so that we can fucking spoil it already. You too, I was going to call you Lexi. You too, Rica.
You know what, actually? Okay, so I'm not the biggest Marvel fan. I am a fan, but I'm not like, I don't know a lot about it or something. But I like it that I don't know a lot about it because I have so many questions for people who do know a lot about it. Like whenever, like, let's say, films before would come out, MCU films would come out, and then they would talk about it in the show, sila Gino and Chico.
Yeah, but there's someone si Chico because he knows everything.
I know, and I would ask them a lot, and they would be like, oh yeah, and then this and this and this and that.
It's a lot of info.
Yeah, and I'm like, this is so nice. So there. I'm glad I have people in my life who I can like ask questions.
True. Yeah, so yeah, check it out. Endgame. It's and you know the theater. Oh, the theater that I was in was not a screening because I watched it a day after the premiere. So I was the only one getting... Well, you could feel people getting, like, excited. But I was the only one getting hyped in there. I love watching in the States.
Well, I guess, kasi if you watch it on the first day...
Yeah. But even in the States... Well, actually, if you watch... Because I think it was Director's Club, So I went to Director's Club. So
mas chuchi yung mga tao.
Maybe, but also it's not that many people. I like it when it's... I don't really like packed theaters because I don't like it when people talk. But in these kind of cases where you feel like people are just like exploding with energy, because in Infinity War, man, there were some scenes that were like so fucking awesome, right? Like when this Infinity War, you should have seen this by now. Like when Thor comes in, right, to Wakanda, holy shit, that was amazing. The fucking best scene in that movie. It was so good.
Yeah, I love that.
I
also love the
I like watching with a lot of people, like, but I like to watch by myself though. Like I don't know how to explain it.
You don't like people asking questions.
I don't
during
like people
the movie.
talking to me. Yeah. But if you're gonna shout with me, hell yeah. But don't talk to me.
I feel like the perfect situation for you is to attend a block screening. Like let's say also with other geeks.
I was so bummed. I got invited to host one for a company, and I knew the crowd would be good, but I had work. I didn't want to take a leave. So.
Loser.
I know.
Loser. Wapow! Okay, hindi. Tapos na pala tayo.
Last thing. Got us a question. Real quick lang. Let's see. Something that's not spoiler related.
May spoilers?
No naman.
Okay. I'm actually just watching YouTube videos right now. Kasi videos. Kasi I know if I go on Twitter or on Facebook, I would see...
Yeah, I got off Twitter until I watched it.
So...
When are you going to watch it, though? Do you have tickets? It's hard to get tickets. You need to book it, like, in advance.
Teka lang, diba?
I'm just asking.
Huwag ka magagalit,
You did not prepare.
Tomorrow night.
You did not prepare for the Endgame.
Kasi diba, I have 2 nights na meron akong remote feed.
Yeah.
And then
you could have watched it in the morning.
I can't.
What do you mean? No, you
Today.
Well, no, yesterday.
Yesterday, I had 1 to 4, right?
Yeah.
Wala na akong tickets eh.
I know, that's why you should have bought the 6
I know,
a.m.
right?
screen. Okay, so...
Anyway. No, but I'm gonna watch it tomorrow, promise.
And we'll do a spoiler talk through one day.
Parang feeling ko gusto ko tuloy mag-take notes habang nanonood ng movie. Kunwari, ganito lang. Like, questions about Iron Man. Okay. Like, kunwari, like...
In this scene, in the second half. Okay.
And I'm so stressed about what I'm gonna drink because you know me, like I love my
Don't drink anything. It's a long
liquids.
movie. It's fucking long.
No, but I get so thirsty. So should I just like? Do you know when's the perfect time to pee? Like
there's an app for that.
No, I know, but like, is it like on the hour mark or is it?
No,
like...
I don't know. It depends on the movie. But there's an app. Literally, there's an app that you can download that will vibrate in your pocket. You like start it when the movie starts, and it vibrates when when's a good time to pee. And then when you check it later after the movie, when it'll show you where.
Isn't that spoilery or no?
It kind of is.
Right?
Yeah. So that's why you're watching the movie.
Anyway.
Don't use it when you're not watching the movie. And it'll tell you like what happened during that bathroom break you went. I think it's a short like text.
Okay, go.
Galing. Okay. Last thing, real quick, got us a question. Just a quick one because we're going to end soon so that Rica can get some rest and I can sleep because I just watched Endgame.
Fine.
Louis Alcarde says, will you visit Davao soon?
Yes!
And if yes, will you meet with me? Let's go!
Yes! I'm actually going to Davao for Kara's birthday on May 3. So I'm super duper excited.
Oh, yeah, you are.
That's like the perfect question.
Yeah, I know. I wanted... I talked about it because I remember when we first started the podcast years ago, months ago. I talked about going to Davao because I had a hosting there.
Yeah.
And it was so nice there. Like, it's very clean. I went to the Davao night market. So if you haven't listened to that mix, if you're a new listener or something, Davao's awesome, dude. Like, it's really nice there. It's clean. It's relatively safe, I'd say. Yun lang. It's just, I think there's like curfew or something, but I don't really, I wasn't out that late.
We're going to the beach.
But it was a nice place. And the people are so friendly.
Aw, that's
They're
nice.
really friendly. Oh, wait, have you been?
No, this is
gonna
be my first time.
So shout out to you, Louis.
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah.
That was a simple question. Wala lang. We're gonna do a bonus in the future kasi we're gonna answer all these guys.
Oy, grabe kayo dami namin bonus.
Yeah, I know. We got a lot of bonus. And I got another one.
Oh,
if you haven't listened to the Does Rica Know Harry Potter? I have another one. I'm not gonna tell you what, so you can't prepare.
Duh.
Think of it.
Alam ko na, basketball.
Nope. I'm gonna shut my mouth. No spoilers.
Alam ko na, basketball yan.
Nope, no spoilers.
Lagi ko.
I'm not gonna tell you. My eyes are closed, so you can't see
Lagi
my
kong
emotion
inaasar
in my eyes.
What should we call,
What?
my SO?
What? Oh, I don't know. What do you want to call him?
Anyway, lagi ko siyang inaasar. Pag nanonood siya ng NBA, uy, favorite team ko yan. Tapos sabi niya, sige, sinong dito? Sinong
star nila?
Star player? Mag-invento ako.
LeBron James.
Mag-invento lang ako. Hindi, no?
Kobe!
Hindi, mga random na mga kilala. Like, si Kevin Durant.
Baka sabihin mo, Ramon Jaworski.
Jaworski?
Hindi ba Jaworski? Jaworski? Ano ba sabi ko?
Jaworski.
What's the difference? What did I say?
Sabi mo, di ba Jaworski?
Hindi ba Jaworski?
Anyway.
I don't know PBA players. Sino ba yung mga favorite?
Favorite ko si... Okay, wag na. Baka marinig.
Bakit?
Favorite ko si Alex Cabagnot na. Pina-follow ko siya dahil. I mean, like, I would always follow.
Nico Salva. Boyfriend ni Carla.
Ano pa ba? Sino pa ba? Actually, magaling si... What's his name?
L.A. Tenorio.
Yung isa, yung matangkad, the Kraken. Pangalan niya. Si the Kraken.
I don't watch PBA. I know nothing
Fajardo?
about PBA. I don't know.
Anyway.
You can throw names at me. I wouldn't know.
Yeah. Actually, I watch
Abueva.
PBA.
I know Abueva.
Yeah. Actually,
And
I
si
watch
Terrence
PBA.
Romeo.
Tapos nag-watch pa nga ako live. But yeah.
Okay.
Fun siya.
If you know about PBA, you could test me. I don't know anything about PBA. But you don't know anything about PBA.
Wait.
So
Oo nga. Wala.
you need to come up. If you have come up with content.
I know. Wait. Pero super funny. There's this one time, I only got tickets from my tito who was from the opposing team.
Mm-hmm.
But I was rooting for yung kalaban nila.
Why?
So kasi I only had tickets for that
Okay.
team. Gets mo? Pero yung kalaban nila yung gusto ko.
Oh.
Like, kunwari, let's
So you
say...
were cheering on the wrong side?
Yeah, I was on the other side of the
That's
crowd.
a good way to get into a fight.
Tapos, so I cheered nung naka-shoot yung Petron. Tapos, merong isang dude na literally, ang bilis mag-turn ng head niya sa akin. Tapos, gave me a look.
Yeah, because you're in the... Dude, you need to get out of there.
I know.
Hey, man. Well...
It was also near the place where they go out from the lockers. So, I was nice.
Actually, medyo, malala daw mag-trash talk yung mga Pinoy dito. Because in the States, if you're in an arena, usually, even if you're an opposing fan, usually they're pretty respectful. It's rare that you'll get into a fight or anything. Like, it's like fun trash talk. Mm-hmm. Here, I think they really go personal with it. I think that's what I've heard about UAP and stuff. Like, sina Reese, when Reese talks about DLSU and yung mga Ateneo, for example, di ba rivalry? Mm-mm. Like, they talk mad shit. Like they go really personal with it.
That's scary.
I know.
God.
Well, any reminders for people? Could shout out some people.
Okay, wait.
Shout out to Nico Bolzico. Iba yung spelling. Nico Bolzico.
Pero Nico Bolzico.
Jason Valdez, si Phil Aurelio, to Reese, our friend Mart. Hey, what's up, Mart? Oy,
hey,
nakabalo si Mart.
Nice.
Si Ayin, all the way in Spain.
Hi.
Ayin. Let's guest her on the podcast. G.
Hey. Hello to Lance.
What's up?
And to the Big Junjun. I love that name, the Big Junjun.
Oh, EJ David from Ganap
Hello.
Podcast. What's up, man?
Oh, yan. Who else?
Si
Tapos wait.
Adrian
Si
FHM
Lance,
King.
sabi niya, just finished listening to this mix and may lost episode ba kayo? I quote Rica GGG. Fota, di mo ilalabas.
I legit lost it. I accidentally erased it. That was my bad. Sorry. It wasn't very good, though. More my fault.
All right. And Petra, thank you for reminding me. It was Nancy Drew and Sweet Valley High.
Sweet Valley. So many people tweeted that.
Yeah,
it wasn't
those
just
were
her
the two
twins,
books that.
or-
No, those
or
were the two
books.
books na I read
Yeah.
a lot when I was in grade school. Tas yun nga yung inuuwi ko nang hindi ko sinasabi sa library.
Oh my God.
Who else? Crush John. Crush John.
Crush John. Pang
Now Crush John.
Pang white ng kilikili.
No, now Crush John sounds like a cracker or something. Crush John crackers.
No, Crush
John
John
biscuits,
I'm thinking
diba?
Crush John.
Parang Marie.
Hindi. Crush John. Ano ba yan?
Ano?
Hindi, parang beauty product kasi talaga Crush John.
Pwede. Like whitening nga. Sabi niya, I felt like a resident Leche fan because of 3 consecutive mixes of the Halo Halo show already.
It sounds like something.
I'm on 3 consecutive mixes.
Crush John moisturizer. Hindi. Crush John.
Wait. Okay.
Toothpaste.
Pwede.
Kasi parang crest eh.
Oo, pwede.
Crush John toothpaste. Oo. For cavities, use Crush John.
Use Crush John. Ano yun? 90% of dentists recommend Crush John.
The other 10% recommend something else.
Product X. Jeff, Pancho, Jed Mosley, and Joseph. Hello.
Yeah, don't forget you can email us at thehalohaloshow@gmail.com. You can follow us at halohaloshow, the Halohaloshow everywhere, except
on Instagram.
fucking Instagram.
Also, thank you to our Mike's Mickle.
Mickle, Mickle. Check out the Does Rica Know Harry Potter. Check out our other mixes as well.
I lost my premium on Spotify, so I can't listen to our
you can't even support our own podcast?
Fuck. Okay, fine. I'm gonna buy.
Follow us online. We do giveaway. Well, I do giveaways. Rica, what do you do?
I really don't post anything.
Follow our YouTube though. I know My Lip Story. Yeah, check that out. But we're gonna head out. I'm gonna rest. I'm gonna think about my life and life after the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And I'm waiting for Rica G so that we can talk about it.
Yeah.
Extra song. Do you know the dun 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 dun? That's the Avengers song.
Okay, good.
Okay, bye.
It's good that you know.
Later.
Bye.